welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will be budgeting for my second paycheck in August. I actually did the video already, but it wasn't coming out right because I was ending up having more money left over in my account than I supposedly had budgeted for. So I'm actually just going to redo the budget because I found where the mistake came from. So on my job, I normally get my shift weekends switched I think it's like every 2 months we swap weekends to account for everybody working their correct holiday. So normally when my weekends swapped, it'll swap to where the week that I worked on payday, or then the week that I when it gets swapped back, I don't work. So now I'm on the swapped week where I get paid on the day that I work. So when I normally get paid on the days that I work, I often end up doing my budget this way while I'm at work, so that way I can go to the bank when I get off. So, and I think that's where the mistake came in at, because for this paycheck I'm going to budget. I was budgeting $1,700, and I added all of the things that I wanted to cover in this paycheck. And I was actually I was budgeting on paper the amount for rent, which is $571.50. But when I got my paycheck, I only budgeted $551.50 instead of $571. So that kind of was throwing me off. I was actually having money left over in my account. So what's going to happen now is I'm actually just going to have to budget the $551.50, and we're gonna have to go from there. So we're also gonna budget my car payment, which is $564. BET Plus is $11. Casco, which is my electric bill, I'm budgeting $70 for. Apple One, I'm budgeting $20 for. Savings, I am budgeting $25 because I automatically have a transfer going from my checking to my savings to avoid the savings monthly fee. And then we're going to budget $50 for savings challenges. Okay, so we're gonna budget $1,700, and that's the only income I'm budgeting for. And then we will go ahead and we will add up the bill amount. So the mistake of $551.50 plus $564 plus 11 plus 70 plus 20 plus 25 plus 50, that is a total of $1,291.50, and we're going to subtract that from $1,700. That leaves me with $408.50. So we're going to bring that down here to our variable expenses. I'm going to budget $50 for groceries, $25 for gas. I'm going to budget $5 for myself, $5 for household, and I was going to budget $5 for miscellaneous. That's going to bring me total to $50, $75, $80, $85, $90. $90. And then we're going to minus that from $408.50, which leaves me with $318.50. And we're going to bring that up to our savings, $318.50. So I've decided to go ahead and start back budgeting for the family binder, and that's going to be $73. Emergency travel is going to get $20. Emergency fund is getting $25, and PTO is getting $25. That is going to bring my total to $143, and we're going to take that from our $318.50, and it's going to leave us with $175.50. Then we're going to budget for $65 for a month ahead, $20 for a month ahead too, and that is $85. So we're going to just go ahead and do that. $85. That leaves me with $90.50. Now for 52-week challenges, I am kind of behind, but I'm not behind, because once I get to a certain amount, I start moving the smaller bills to the end of the challenge to make up for the big amounts. So we are going to do week 22, 25, and 26. So that is $22, 25, and 26. So then that leaves that amount total is going to be, let's see, plus 22 plus 25 plus 26. That leaves me with $17.50. Let's add up this amount here. This is 65 plus 20 plus 22 plus 25 plus 26. That is a total of 158. And we're going to minus the 158 from 175.50. That is the 1750. So now that we have 1750 left over, and what I'm going to do with the 1750 is I'm going to add that to the principal amount of my car loan. Now I budgeted for $1,700, but I'm sure my check is going to be over $1,700, so that additional amount will go with the $1,750. That will go towards the principal of my car loan. All right, so that is it. I did not do, well, I actually did do the breakdown of my cash envelopes. So I will be left with $436 to cash stuff for my savings and my variable expenses. So I'm not gonna redo and go through that again in this video. I'll just add it to the back of the new budget sheet. But the total amount expected to cash stuff will be $436. All right, you guys, that is it for this video. Again, this is for my second paycheck in August, which is for August 15th. This month is a magic month for me, so I have one more paycheck on the 29th for the month of August, and I worked a lot of overtime for that pay, so hopefully a lot of that will be going towards my car loan. I've decided to change the way that I am doing my savings until I get my car loan knocked out. Alright, you guys, that is it for this video. I want to thank you all for subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.